What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Barrens Hideout Podcast. I'm Dustin.
And I am also Dustin.
Dustin, we are doing something brand new today that I'm fucking pumped about. We have a new segment called Tales from the Barren.
Yeah, dude.
And I cannot wait, but we didn't come alone because I knew doing something new, I needed to bring in more than just you and me because I feel like it would just be more fun. And out of the mist and into the fog, it's the boys from Shuttle the Pod. Boys!
Hey,
We got Brian and Sam. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
Up.
I rehearsed that all day.
Good to be.
Awesome.
I'm sure
It
you
went
did.
really well.
You nailed it. Crushed
I
it.
rehearsed it. It felt good.
We're from Shuttle the Pod, horror movie podcast. Check out Shuttle the Pod. Sales.
Hell yeah, man.
We're horror movie
Brian,
lovers.
you got
Have a
anything
feel
to add
good
to that?
time. We're a weekly horror movie podcast. Yeah, dude.
That's true.
We've had Dustin on. Figure out which one.
Yeah. The front slice of bread or the back slice of bread.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
multiple
both
times. They're
great.
very
So
recent.
Which one are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's a hard question to ask now. So,
I
we are
don't
just
know.
one
I feel like they're
collective
both great.
sandwich. How about that?
Love it. Take a
Hell
bite
yeah.
of that
Yeah.
sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so today we are doing something brand new called Tales from the Barrens. And the idea I pitched to Dustin was I wanted to highlight some short films. And by highlighting short films, we're going to create our own anthology movie here. So just a couple things, like I obviously said earlier, this is a brand new thing, so we're all learning together.
yes.
But I created a rating scale called the Scare Scale. And what the Scare Scale means is story, creature, atmosphere, runtime, and effects. We're going to kind of like play on those through each short film we go through. And I feel like the three that we brought today are very different and they were all very good.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Dustin,
too.
would you like to
I'm glad to do a new scale. I love scales.
Whoa, what kind of scales we talking about here?
Scare scales, shuttle scales, the scales, fish scales.
Etc.
Fish-
Ooh.
Yeah.
Scales of Justice.
Scales of
Better.
Justice. I like that. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Isn't that
there
a
we
scale
go.
thing?
I like it.
Oh, we're going there.
The Libra shit. There you go. So, Dustin, do you want to kick us off with our very first short film of Tales from the Barren?
Oh boy. Which one was that? I forget. I watched them out of order for the ones that we were doing.
You can just name the one you want to start with.
All right, we're gonna do the fucking mosquito lady, dude.
Ooh,
There we go.
Mosquito lady.
Because Jesus, that one was good. That was the longest one that that you put together. That was like what, 13 minutes. So
Yeah.
that's the runtime was in our scare scale. Like I said, you're not gonna have me saying that more than fucking once. It was 13 minutes. I thought it was pretty well paced. I mean, it's definitely tackling a subject that is very prominent right now in the U.S. for sure. You're following. I don't know how old. I think she had to have been under 18 because she had to have her parents' consent to have an abortion. So we get introduced to this character, and we meet the family. Sort of. We don't really get their faces until the very end. And there's like a tale of a mosquito lady who will essentially eat your baby.
Dude, I dug that. Like, it was like fucking Peanuts, where it was like no
Yeah.
head. Always seems like their lower body. I really dug that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we see these conversations going between the daughter and the parents, and then there's like this house that's all got like newspapers everywhere, and they're talking about a mosquito lady and how you don't want to do certain things, otherwise it's gonna come and steal your baby and eat you. And then the father's like, yeah, it did it to, I think the mother must have been pregnant again because it said that it did take the baby, or was it trying to take her? I got kind of confused on that little aspect.
It took a baby. That's what I got the impression was, that it happened to her, but
Mhm.
She survived for some reason.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
something weird like that. But also earlier on, she's on the phone with one of her friends who's saying how she should just do it anyway, and scrolling through, obviously on the website. Like I said, it's very prominent as something that's happening here in the U.S. That's pretty scary in itself. But later on in the movie, we see our main character go to this house because she has no other way of being able to do what she wants to do without obviously talking to her parents, and she doesn't want to do that. So she goes there and she essentially like gives herself to this mosquito lady, and the effects during this are insane. For a 13-minute short, I don't know what the budget was. I think you said you wrote down the budgets, right?
$37,000 for this budget.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
That's pretty decent for a short
I
film.
believe it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it really it shows at the last like 3 or 4 minutes of this film with the effects, and our main character is underneath this table, and all you see is this like guts and just like pieces falling on the floor. You're not even sure what it is. And I was like, this is crazy. And then she peeks her head out, and it's just the legs.
It's just a pair. Those are the fucking legs from the Abaddon Hotel.
Yeah,
Stand in there.
They are. We've been waiting for them. That was really fun because doesn't it start with like that slow pan up, so you just see legs, so you think someone's standing there, and then it reveals that it's just a pair of legs and
Yeah.
a nice
Oh my
bloody
God.
stump. So much fun with the effects, and the gore was really, really
Yeah. And we
Who
start
left-
to
Who left
see.
these pants here?
right.
Then she starts to hear things above her, because as the viewer you kind of realize, okay, it's definitely on the ceiling now, wherever the fuck this thing is, and you see all these like bloody handprints, and then we get the reveal. And as for C in our scare scale, for the creature, I have to really say I think they knocked it out of the park with the design of this. They say mosquito lady, but I don't even know if I can really classify it as that.
I think if they tried to make a humanoid bug creature, everyone would instantly compare it to Brindlefly.
Okay,
And
yeah, that's
I
understandable.
think they went the right route by not making it as like fly-esque. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like they kept it with the humanoid features.
They sure
Yeah.
did, and like this
I know,
real.
but is it
gross
real?
skin.
Because they make it seem like it's a cultural thing.
That too.
I forget what the family have, like the native name for it, like Mananlinga or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I liked the name.
Yeah, and I
But it
think she
could
even like
be
pulled up like
based
pictures
on,
of it
like,
in a book.
A real. She
Yeah.
definitely did. With that creature, the tongue shoots out and stick pregnant woman's. That could easily look like just super corny or silly, but it doesn't. It's very effective in this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
that's what,
agree.
And like she tried to run away from the mosquito lady, and the mosquito lady like reeled her back in, which I thought was fucking tight.
Yeah, but
Well,
then
I love.
she was also like, no, like you need to like essentially kill me, because obviously she didn't want our main character didn't want to die, and she said that, and even the
Mhm.
mosquito lady is like, well, I don't want to kill you. So at the very end where she is essentially dying, she's just like, no, you gotta tear down like one of the papers and kill me, essentially, which I thought was pretty fucking cool, to be honest.
Yeah, and also made me wonder then, is this like a werewolf or something who like is you're a regular person but you can't help but turn into this thing? Because she seemed like someone who could turn into this monster, and that's why she wanted to die. Is
Okay.
that? Do you think that was it, or am I crazy?
No, possibly.
Yeah, I think that's definitely
the woman
possible.
in the house that turns into the mosquito woman. It seems like it's almost a reluctant thing. That's why I feel like she says, "I don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt you, or whatever it is." But she's like, "Oh, but there's a baby in there. I have to go mosquito lady on you." and like instinctively has to like shoot her little
yeah.
things out and turns
Can't
into
help it.
that. And then that's why it's probably that woman, I don't know, battling with the mosquito curse.
Mm-hmm.
A were
that allows
mosquito,
her
yeah.
that allows her to point to the window to,
Yeah.
to obliterate herself.
Yeah.
But
So do you think if
Mosquito.
that didn't happen, she would turn back into a regular person but only be like half a fucking person? Or do you think she attaches the bottom part back?
I think she definitely
something
either
grow
attaches
back?
it or grows it back. For sure.
because this isn't the first time she's done this. Like the mosquito lady, this
yeah.
is a known thing that mosquito ladies. Are there more
Does
than
she
one?
split in half every time?
Or it gets passed on to the person that
Presumably.
was
Yeah, sure.
bitten. And now they're
I
the
was
mosquito
thinking-
lady.
I was thinking it gets passed on to the baby because we get like the pitter patter at the end of it, and we're like, like where's this going? But like now this lady has to care for the mosquito baby, you know?
Right. I was wondering what that
Mosquito
kind
lady
of
and mosquito
implication
baby.
was. Right.
Mosquito ling. Yeah.
Mosquito
Or was she
lady.
just a regular lady with a mosquito baby?
It's just kind of it's like
She's
Bart
just a
from
regular lady with a mosquito baby. That's it.
Oh
I
man.
listened
So
to that on
yeah.
the way home.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Bruce
Bopping around.
Springsteen song.
Mm-hmm.
So that wraps up Mosquito Lady, man. And I just overall, man, Brian, we'll start with you, man. How did you feel about this short?
This one was gnarly. So I did watch them in the order that you posted them. So this was like a nice surprise from the one that came before, which was a little bit more comedic whenever we were getting into that one. So I was like, ooh, kind of like a fun, spooky thing to get into it. And I really enjoyed just kind of the message, the implication behind it, and the effects and the gore that was used to tell that story is always effective for me. We've mentioned this on our podcast plenty of times that horror is a beautiful world to play like trauma and kind of real political issues and or just any kind of issues into your movie, and then but also have a fun, cool creature to play with as well. So I feel like it was very effective at that. I thought it was dope. Like I was like, I'm here for it. This was fun to watch shorts. I haven't watched a good short in a minute.
Yeah, dude.
In a mosquito
It
minute.
is.
Heard that.
Mosquito minute.
Mosquito minute.
Sam, what about you, man?
I enjoyed it. What to say? I liked it. I thought the creature was cool. It really bothered me that she was clearly showing already, and somehow this was a secret from her parents.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
I don't know why.
I think I kind of.
But it really, really bothered me. Other than that, I really liked the lore. It seemed real. It could have been made up. But I like that it's just kind of not explained too much, but clearly there is more lore to it, like we were kind of just talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know who made it. Did we say that, or do we know?
Yeah, her name
I would
was
certainly be interested in seeing
Christine
a feature.
Girolaga. She's a Filipina filmmaker.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the family was from. So that makes sense.
Little D, how are you feeling about this one?
I enjoyed it. As somebody who has seen a lot of short films and has gone to a lot of festivals where they have short film blocks, and I am always been a very firm believer that if you can tell a story in a very short amount of time and have it fleshed out and feel good and have a really good resolve and ending to it, then you can go and make a full length. I mean, this one's a little bit longer. A lot of people would consider this a longer short film, which is completely fine. I've seen short films that were a half hour long, and I think that's way too long for a short film. But this one,
So Dustin doesn't like it long. He likes them short.
sometimes,
Short, to the
sometimes.
point. Knows what it's
Doesn't want a medium film, is the
So Dustin said medium is too long.
Yeah, I thought this one was really, really good. The writing was amazing. The effects were great for it being, I would say, pretty high budget for a short film as well. They definitely utilized that in every aspect that they could. I don't think anything really went to waste here. A lot of like the film effects that they were doing with like vision and everything I thought was really, really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and for it to be in the middle of the films that you picked in the order that we had, I thought it was a great, breaker between the first and the last. So yeah, dude, totally go check out The Mosquito Lady.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna echo all you guys. Like, I went into this one blind. The only one that I have seen is I've only seen one of the three we're doing tonight. Going into this one blind, I didn't know what I was in for, and not gonna lie, when we got the reveal of the Mosquito Lady when she was hunched over the table looking at her, shit kind of got me, dude, because it was a good fucking scare.
Mm-hmm.
But being like you guys said, $37,000 was utilized well in this short film, and anthologies are my favorite type of horror movie, and I always will say, if you, like Dustin said, if you can tell me a story in 8 to 10 minutes that is a full fucking story, I'm down for it.
Hell yeah.
13 minutes. I wasn't even mad. This was 13 minutes. There was nothing that lulled in it, even for it being a short film, So all in all, this one's a fucking banger. Go check it out. It's called Mosquito Lady.
Yes.
So, Brian, would you like to bring in the next one? You pick. It doesn't matter.
Bring it in? Sure. I'll talk about it. I'll bring it in. The Bloody Ballad of Squirt Reynolds over here. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about that by Anthony Cousins. So I knew about the existence of this one, but I had never seen it. And I'm going to be honest, I avoided it because I thought it was going to be full of poo.
Oh, I get it. 'Cause the fucking name, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was like, I don't care to experience that, so I never got into it. But I love Frogman. I got that back there. But so I was excited to go into this one, and it's super fun. And I mean, it's a horror comedy essentially.
Sure.
At its heart here, and just just from
Absolutely.
the opening song, to the ending song, it's just a blast.
You're more of a guitar guy.
The score in this fucking short rules, dude. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, just setting it, because what is I don't remember off the top of my head the story. So it's they're sitting around at a campfire telling the tale of the tragedy that
was Squirt Reynolds.
Was Squirt Reynolds. He was a kid. They called him Squirt, and he always wanted to wear a mask to hide his face.
He was disformed, so they're like, what kind of mask would you wear in the 80s that would cover your disformed face? And they're like, Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. They all knew it was Burt Reynolds.
Smokey is the bandit.
So therefore, this kid gets, he's Squirt Reynolds, and they play a trick where they put kids like pranking on them and doing some shit. What do they put something on the inside of the mask that ultimately burns his face off and melts
hot honey?
It's hot honey glue. Like I'm like hot honey, the shit they put on glue. Chicken tenders at Publix.
With a little bit of glue mixed in.
With a little bit of glue.
Measure. Yeah, that's fucking gnarly as shit. So that was fun. So that fucking burns onto his face. And then the tale is that he runs off into the woods.
And he rips off the lower part of the mask, and it rips off all his skin there too.
Yeah.
It's sick,
super fun.
And he's just
clanking. He's gonna bulk up for.
You gotta fucking bulk up, man. You just gotta start lifting some dumbbells.
The fact that he's still wearing his little kid camp outfit was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
he does not change
as he grows, and I like the shots of him, seeing him growing just through the planking.
Yeah, the weights. Yeah, and then like the group, like there's two girl, like there's a girl that gets spooked by this story and she fucking books it, and then there's the other girl. Eventually, is like, hey, I'm gonna go do that, while the other fucking dude is just over there fucking curling those little 3-pound weights, man.
It's just
And
campfire games.
Yeah, we find out that those two are lovers. The two girls are lovers, and they see a fucking dumbbell on the floor, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's actually Squirt Reynolds." But I thought it was sick because he
I love
rips out
that the fog like blows away to reveal it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When they
And
And then we
then
get that throat rip. Yeah, as you're about to say, that's really
And-
sweet.
and then he
Oh.
talks through it, dude. He talks through it to
Oh
make
Oh
her
yeah,
God.
when
push.
she's calling the friend back. Yeah, that was pretty sick.
Holy
Amazing.
fuck.
That's
Now-
so funny. What a
I
great
have
idea.
a question as we were watching
So silly.
these, because I know doesn't YouTube have like weird rules against blood and gore and stuff like that? But as I watch
Usually,
these,
it just means that you won't be making any money from your videos. It'll be age restricted, but like you can still
interesting. Okay,
show it.
something along those lines. All right. Weird, because I know, because we have friends of ours like the Horror Bandwagon. They do a lot of watch-alongs for some very gore movies, and they're always talking like it's always a hell to edit that one because of all like what could we include and not include. But there's obviously copyrights
For
included. with that.
demonetization.
So it's I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Yeah,
It's wild.
the best example for that is you see like whenever people post Mortal Kombat videos, they always do like their fatalities to Reptile because his blood is green.
Yeah, so it won't get flagged.
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay if you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to mainly change
That's
the
the
colors
same
on
thing
it,
in
but
movies.
Yeah.
Right. Like goo is just like green is a goo. It's not real. It's just that's okay. So
Right.
are these videos unfortunately not able to like make money? Because I know. that
yeah.
sucks.
I don't think Anthony's making any
Well,
money
I
from the
support him.
YouTubes, but he's got it from the physical Frogman. So I mean, you guys can watch him right there. So
You
Oh,
you
yeah.
have that you have the TerraVision Blu-ray?
I have the VHS.
Oh, I do too, but the Blu-ray has this short on it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and it has this
Okay.
there's other
Cool.
two shorts that have fucking ruled. We're gonna get to them eventually, but
yeah,
Sure,
other
of course.
his other shorts are sick.
yeah, they
But
are.
yes, Squirt
Thanks
ends
for that
up at
side
the
tangent with me.
yeah. Squirt ends up at the camp, right? And he's like fucking everyone up, and old buddy sitting there playing his goddamn synth keyboard out in the middle of the forest. With where's he getting the power at for this thing,
Battery
dude?
powered, my friend.
Oh, he's got
Don't care. I love it.
he's got D batteries in it.
Oh yeah,
And he goes, "Oh, you're not a fucking piano guy. You're a guitar guy." And he takes that shit like a garrote wire, dude, and slices that dude's head.
dude, that effect was so sick. Oh my
This was the
god.
best one. This was so good.
Stacking on the ground.
I love
Yes.
it, dude.
Amazing.
Do you guys want to guess the budget for this movie or this short?
15 grand.
Ooh, okay. Sam?
$7.
I was gonna
$7.
$7. I was gonna guess $5,700.
$1,500.
Yeah, I was
Damn.
right on the money.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like way spot
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 1,500. Dustin said 15,000.
Oh,
Oh, I did. Oh
1,500.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I meant to say 1,500.
500.
I meant to say
No,
You were a
1500.
comma off.
Ugh. Fuck me.
1,500.
$1,500.
Bravo, Mr.
That-
Cousins.
That effect alone with the head at the end had
Right.
to have been the fucking budget, dude. Because
Yeah.
it
Right.
looks so good.
It was worth it. Definitely
Yeah.
worth it for that. Effective.
It-
So fun.
It
So
was
good.
great. So yeah, we'll bring it in, man. Brian, what did you overall think of this fucking short film?
Okay. So let's go through the scare scale.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Listen,
The
when I thought
story-
of the name, I forgot you guys call it the Chuddle scale. Okay, so
Well, of
I gotta
course.
change the word at the end.
No. You're good. You're good. It's fun. The story.
No.
I enjoyed the story. I love the meta nature of the telling the story of the tale, and then we also get like the guy who's playing the music is also the soundtrack to the music at moments. Fun stuff going on there. So good stuff with the story.
Perfect.
The creature. I mean, I love Squirt Reynolds as in his little clothing and his fun little mask and his messed up face.
And it's not poop.
And it's not poop. That's
No.
yes. I mean, that's the biggest. Throw onto the story or whatever you want to throw there. It wasn't. There was no poop, and so I was very, very happy with that. The atmosphere again, fun playtime. The campy nature to it was great. Runtime was super great. I was like, how are they going to pull this off in the 6 or 7 minutes that it was? Like, and give me something that felt like confined and good and whatever. It worked well.
Yep.
And I love the effects to it as well. Like we said, they put that money into that stacked head, so it worked out. So the scare, it scares.
Yes, it does.
God damn it. Oh, Dustin, what about you, man?
Yeah, I mean, to start off with what you selected as the first one, this wasn't the first time I've seen this, but it's been a while since I've seen it. So I thought it was absolutely great. And, I love Anthony Cousins. He's just phenomenal in everything that he does. And to see that he can take short form filming to full length filming and it all feels so fun. It's great. You have to watch it. If you love Frogman, you're going to love this. So go ahead. Mm-hmm. Just go watch it. That's all I'm going to say.
Squirt Reynolds fucks.
Squirt Reynolds fucks.
Yeah, Squirt Reynolds versus Frogman.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the buddy cop movie I want. Dude,
I just want the cameo of Squirt Reynolds in the next Frogman. Like,
yeah, you just see him out there bench pressing fucking people's spines.
You hear clanks. You hear some clanking.
He's
in the
using
woods.
people's throats.
Oh yeah, dude! Instead of the Frogman flute. Oh, Sam, what about you, man?
Great, loved it. Good time. Good comedic tone to it. Like it's very silly, but it's good camp, I guess, is what what I was trying to work my way towards there. So if you enjoy good camp, definitely watch it. I'd agree.
Yeah, and again, I guess I'm gonna echo all you guys, man. This isn't the first time I've seen this short, but the first time I did, I instantly fell in love with that. This short is kind of what gave me the idea to do this, was to start highlighting stuff like this.
Sure.
Like Sam just said, man, this movie immediately brings me back to like 80s horror campy shit, dude. Pun intended, because they're fucking camp counselors, and I love seeing them get picked off one by one.
Yeah.
But the effects are great. I love every gag in this short lands. It's so fucking good. It's solid. It's solid. So if you guys have not seen The Bloody Ballad of Squirt Reynolds, Not Poop, check it out.
Hell yeah.
Not poop.
Not poop. All right, Sam, do you want to bring it in? We're going to talk about the last one.
I just dropped my phone. All right, this last one was set up on my phone. What was it? Don't breathe heavy.
It's called
Catch Your Breath.
Yeah.
So it's called Catch Your Breath. And what sold me on it, because what I did is I tried to mix the formula up for these shorts. I wanted a slasher, I wanted a monster, a supernatural one. Mm-hmm. And I typed in supernatural short films, and this was the first one that was up. It's won a ton of awards when it came out in 2023, last year. Wow. Okay. Ton of awards. Great concept. You got these two punk ass kids going into this looks like abandoned house, and one of them's like, come on, man, like all the kids at school are talking about this ghost of this local legend that's in this town, and you'd be a pussy if you don't do it. And the little brothers or little kids like, don't call me that. You fucking,
I do like how the other one's like, sorry, like as like he did promise not to do that. He's like, all right, sorry, I won't do that again.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you fucking jerk.
Very modern.
Once we got into like learning the lore or whatever this story kind of was, you're going to go up into the bathroom. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. This kind of idea I think works really well for like a short story.
Oh yeah,
Problem
for sure.
When they try to elongate this into a full length movie, you get some of those weird movies out there that don't hit. But I
Yeah.
mean, this is the space for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he teaches him the nursery rhyme, and I'm kicking myself in the ass because I didn't write it down. But it's about the lady beneath, and essentially she just like she drowned her kid. I feel like that was the beginning of the lore. Like they talk about drowning and holding your breath, and you can have my last breath or some shit like that. But he was told specifically,
It'll take your breath.
yeah, you hold your breath for 1 minute while she's fucking chasing you. She goes away.
Yep.
1 minute's a long time to hold your breath. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I don't swim underwater too much.
Mhm.
I
But
haven't tried lately. I haven't. I
Alright,
mean,
sure.
obviously,
But it seems like only while you're holding your breath, or like you can
stop. her
let
from
all your air
attacking.
out, take a deep breath, and then she stopped. Yeah. So I
So did-
could breathe in and out enough to make it through a minute.
does your time start over like every time you take a breath though?
I
So,
figured
like,
as
I would
much.
think so,
I figured
yeah.
you have to hold it for a solid minute.
yeah, so you take your breath and then you get up and walk
Mm.
away farther and then you exhale and then she starts making her way towards you and then all right, you're close
Oh, this
enough.
crazy ass
That's only
hair.
when you see her, right?
Yeah, after the
Just close your eyes.
yeah, after the Sarah. Oh, there you go. That's true. There, you should fucking look. He blinked. That's what it was, man. He blinked.
I don't know. I just
Exactly.
like you should have just been holding your breath, man.
Where's
60
the
second,
fucking-
you know the damn rules. It's
And
easy enough.
if I were the kid who was told to go up there, I'd been like, you up there, you're not gonna teach me all this shit, and I'm gonna go do it. Like,
Yeah. When the fuck did you
Yes.
do this trick? You
Yeah,
know?
but remember, if he
Right.
does this, the girl that he likes is gonna like him more.
It's
Yeah.
true.
That's it.
He's
yeah.
probably at the age. He's really
According
wondering what
to
a boob
We're
feels
gonna
like.
tell her that you did this, and that it's all gonna be okay.
Oh my god. But yeah, so he goes up there and eventually does this little seance, dude. He lights the 2 candles, he fucking fills the bathtub up, and he says the nursery rhyme, and nothing happens until he looks away in typical horror movie fashion.
Yep.
Looks away, then the other candle goes. Pretty fucking good. All of the lights. It's not just the candle. Like his
Yeah,
bright
his
ass
little
little
lamp. Yeah.
his little lamp goes out, man.
Mhm.
And dude, like that, I love the cat and mouse that this creature plays with this kid, like toying with him at this point, man. Because she could have easily have just reached down and grabbed him, but there's like 4 minutes of like built-in tension between the two of them. Him catching his breath, him exhaling, and all that shit, dude. And then, you know, he ends up falling down the goddamn stairs and knocking the wind out of him. And I'm like, oh fuck, dude, like. Now he's about to get it. Now he's about to get it. And then she takes her sweet time walking down the stairs. I'm like, enough for him to catch his goddamn breath again, dude.
Yep.
She's just toying with him. She knows she gonna get him.
Yeah, she going.
It's like this kid can't catch his breath. I'm gonna get this son of a bitch.
Idiot. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. And then we learned that it's all a fucking like it's all in this little kid's head because he's in the bathroom still. Like he never left, and I thought that was great. That was
Yeah.
great, and
Right. Yeah.
he ends up getting killed eventually because, you know, his eyes roll back, his skin sinks in on his face, which is a great effect. But then it cuts to black, and that's it.
Yeah.
His breath,
It is
whatever
it,
it
man.
was. I
Yeah.
love the shot of her when she's coming at him down the hallway and her hair's all like stuck up to
Yeah.
the ceiling.
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
like
when
she's
we
like
get
in
those
water.
breath catching things, and each time she moves towards them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When she stops, it like falls down like regular hair.
that effect.
Yeah.
Did you guys play Dead by
Going
Daylight
to
at
the
all?
sea and creature.
Yes, I do.
She looks great.
That reminded me of the spirit from Dead by Daylight
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot. So, Sam, let's bring it in, man. How did you feel about this short?
I like this one. I really like the creature and what you were talking about, that 4-minute sort of cat and mouse scene. I enjoyed all that. The 2 friends with the one friend making him do this, I was like, God, this kid's a dick. This is a like I don't know. I just didn't love it. I also thought that the whoever kid is the survivor kid, I didn't love his acting. Sorry, it's a kid
No,
and it's a
it's-
short, but it's true. And yeah, that's about it. It was enjoyable though. I mean, it's a short, so it's hard for it to it's not bad. The creature effects in the chase scene are worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason why the older kid's a dick to the little kid, because they're brothers. And that's a really big brother fucking thing to do to his little brothers, to make him go up there and do the seance.
It's true.
Totally.
I didn't realize they were brothers.
When I looked everything up
Now
to,
it makes a lot more sense now.
Mhm.
write info down. Yeah, the lady that played the creature was Matt Sears' wife. Matt Sears is the guy that directed this. So there was there's only like 3 people in the fucking short, and they were all related. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, Brian,
Oh, interesting.
what you feeling, man?
Well, I kind of mentioned before, I really enjoyed this concept of this, urban legend type of thing. They even specifically say Bloody Mary. No, it's not like Bloody Mary, but that type of legend built into a short story works really well in this world. Creature design was pretty cool. Like Sam said, I agree with what he was mentioning, the hair going up in the air and that weird floaty look, but not actually being in water was really fun. And I'm always a sucker for a sort of, whatever you want to call it, but a weeping angel type of situation where a creature can only move in a certain circumstance. It is always effective.
Yeah.
I feel like, and fun to play with. So I think it worked well in that aspect. Yeah, I mean, for whatever kind of budget it had, I obviously there's ways to improve it, but I think they worked well with what they were able to kind of do there. And yeah, if those two were brothers, they were probably cast for the fact that or maybe they were known to just for the fact that they were brothers. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is the only one I couldn't find a budget for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool, but overall it was great.
Hell yeah.
Fun time.
Little D, let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, to echo what you guys are saying, I thought it was very, very fun. I like stories that, as you were saying, Brian, about kind of taking like the Bloody Mary like rules or story and kind of turning it into something new and making it fresh. I thought they did a really good job of this. I don't know if this was actually one that people do. If not, I want people to do it because it looks kind of crazy, and I want to hear back. So everybody listen to this or whatever, go do this in your bathroom and then report back.
Yeah, we need to know.
I'm not doing it.
How long did you hold your breath for?
Yeah, let us know. Don't lie. Don't lie. We need video proof.
We'll hear from you.
But no, I thought this one was really good. The tension was great. I loved how it was a very small area of that they were doing. It was like essentially like a room, stairs, a room, and that was it. Like it was like barely like anything else that was happening. And here's one little teeny tiny location, which I would imagine is probably their house. And I think the reason why there wasn't a budget is probably because they didn't have to pay anything to do anything. They probably already had everything that they needed.
I would think the hair is CG effects. I mean, unless he does it himself. I mean,
who knows? Maybe. Yes. But yeah, I thought it was really, really cool. I mean, obviously, the older brother's a dick, and that's usually how it goes.
Big brother things.
But yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, the acting for younger kids, I thought they did the best they probably could for this, and it was probably their first time ever doing anything like this. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. So go check it out, especially if you like. I guess you could label this as like a ghost story type film. Go check it out.
Oh yeah. Again, I'm echoing you guys all again, but the creature design was cool. I loved the story. I loved like hearing this lore. We were told a lore dump, and this kid persuading his little brother to go do this shit. So we got all the story we need in 3 minutes of explanation.
Yeah.
The little brother was probably the shining star of the movie, or of the short. The older brother was just being an older brother, and that's why we didn't see him too much. But all in all, man, like the runtime was perfect. The atmosphere, I loved it. It's a haunted house. Like it's blues and purples and just eerie as fuck being in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
So all in all,
yeah,
all in all, this short fucking ripped.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that is it, man. That is our Tales from the Barrens brand new thing. It'll get better, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're figuring it out, everybody. So just bear with us.
I'm digging being able to talk about these short films because seeing the love and passion that the independent filmmakers put into these is great, and then we do see some that turn into feature length. We had the pleasure of talking to Matt Sampieri. He showed us the short film for Creeping Death. Creeping Death's now a full-length feature.
Hell yeah.
So it's just tight seeing these things from these people, man. So I'm stoked for this journey, Dustin. You got anything before?
Other than what we usually go and say is that we have a shirt that y'all can go grab now. Dustin over here, he prints them himself and he ships them out himself.
And I give him little kisses.
Yes, you do. And he wears lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does. You just tell him what color you want.
Brian, Sam, we really appreciate you guys jumping on for the very first Tales from the Barren. Go ahead again. Let everyone know what you guys do over on Shuttle the Pod.
We are a weekly horror movie podcast where horror movie lovers have a feel-good time. We like to hang out. We're a horror movie club. We interact with our audience a lot, put their reviews on the show. So it's a lot about, hanging out like you're in a book club, but it's a movie club for horror fans.
Hell yeah.
Check it out. Shuttle the Pod.
Hell yeah. All the links will be down below as well.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere. You can find the podcast everywhere.
You should probably check your closet right now.
Oh boy. I got many closets.
Shuttle.
Go check that running bathtub right now. Are you guys in there?
Check them all.
We're in there.
Hell yeah. It's all right, Dustin. Let's get out of here, man.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for being on this journey for this new segment that we have going on. I'm excited for it. I love new things. But yeah, this is all we got for this one, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Later.